Hello everybody, it's time for a new Fusion Champion reveal for the month of July. It is going to be Titus Blackplume. Interesting design overall. He looks menacing, of course. He's of the Bannerlords, a defense champion of Void Affinity, and today we're going to be checking out his entire kit. Before we go any further, please go ahead and check out Aptoide if you haven't done so yet. It's going to be allowing you to get yourself massive amounts of bonuses whenever buying anything in Raid Shadow Legends through Aptoide. Right, so just as you are buying a pack normally and regularly, you're going to be able to get a massive bonus that can go from extra 10% of your amount of money you're spending all the way up to extra 35% of that much money. And the good thing about this whole thing is that once you have enough of the bonuses, you're going to be able to use them to make the payments for you instead of actually using your real money, right? So you are saving up in further purchases in the future. We'll talk more about this whole thing at the end of the video. For now, let's keep going. Let's just get into it. First of all, we have the A1 with a 40% chance of placing a block active skills debuff for 2 turns. This effect cannot be resisted if the champion is under a shield buff. That is, of course, himself. Now, he does not bring any shield buffs to his kit, and we'll see that in a moment. If you want to join my team in Raid Shadow Legends, click the link in the description to get a free Narma as well as Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. Here's what you need to do. First of all, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then click the link in the description and register a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get a fresh start in Raid with a free Narma and 3 epic champs. Click on my link right now. Now, whenever an ally counterattacks, whenever he teams up with allies to attack, or whenever he instantly activates a skill, so 3 different situations where this can happen, has a 40% chance to place a block active skills debuff for 2 turns on the target enemy. Okay. If there are multiple champions in the team with the skill, only one can activate it. So it's like, if an ally counterattacks an enemy, there's a 40% chance that that enemy also gets a block active skills debuff on them. Now, if he teams up with allies to attack somebody, then that would be the target. And then if he instantly activates a skill, which I think he will, then there is also a chance that whoever he's targeting with that skill will be having that block active skills debuff going on them. Now, this chance can go up from 40% to 60%, so that's not too bad. It's only a single target attack, so that chance being 60%, it's decent. Now, blocking active skills, definitely very useful in PvP, mostly, and that's really where he's kind of addressed, although he does bring quite some defensive buffs. We'll get into that in a moment. Now, the A2 is a 5-turn cooldown baseline, which can go down to 3, and then he's going to be attacking a single enemy once again, no AoEs. This stack is always critical if the champion is under a shield buff. Once more, he's got synergies with shielding. This attack also gains a damage boost equal to the value of the shield. I mean, put him in a Wixwell team versus the clan boss, and he might be doing a lot of damage with this single attack on its own. Not really sure on that scaling though. Now, removes all debuffs from all allies if the target is skilled. Okay? If the target survives, places a provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn instead. Not bad whatsoever. I mean, that's an AoE provoke on a 3-turn cooldown if you do not actually kill the enemy. So what if you're like targeting a boss, right? Literally everybody else is going to be targeting yourself. That's quite alright, I would say. This effect cannot be resisted if the champion is under a shield buff. So again, more synergies with shielding. You really want to be making this guy tanky, especially through shields. So he will be definitely benefiting from having some allies in the team, which will be able to bring exactly that, some shields. Now I'm going to move the camera right over here real quick as we check out the last couple things here. Now the A3 is a 5-turn cooldown baseline, which only with 2 levels, and this guy has quite some decent level ups, I would say. He's going to be going down to a 3-turn cooldown, and he brings a 50% ally protection buff, not bad whatsoever, 50% increased attack buff, and a 30% increased speed buff on a single ally. That is the key point. If it was AoE, this would be an insane ability. Now also fills that ally's turn meter by 40%, not bad at all. Instantly activate the skill at the end of an ally's turn if that ally has no buffs and their HP is lower than 100%. Hold up. If there are multiple champions in the team with the skill, only one will activate. So, like, whenever somebody finishes their turn with no buffs and they're not topped up fully, then this is going to be going off on that ally. So as soon as it's off cooldown, somebody's going to go attack, and then if they're not maxed out, then for sure, if they have no buffs as well, they're going to be getting quite beefed up. I mean, you definitely want to be speed tuning your team properly, I would assume here, so you can get this going onto somebody who's really going to be benefiting from that increased attack and increased speed. I mean, you would usually want these buffs to be in literally everybody anyways in most scenarios. This kind of screams to me PvP for some reason. The ally protection is definitely worth having around, but it's only on a single target. I don't really know. This ability is quite powerful on a 3-turn cooldown alone. The turn meter fill is also very important. You're going to be beefing up somebody to really just keep going and going and going, as well as being quite sturdy through the ally protection buff. But all in all, he does sort of seem PvP-ish to me. Then finally we have the passive over here for Lord and Land. Each time an enemy hits an ally, that ally's next attack will deal 10% more damage for each hit that okay, stacking that to 100%, okay. Now the damage increases resets after that ally deals any damage. Any ally. So if you're like getting multiple AoE hits done from the enemy team onto your entire team, you're gonna be potentially dealing double damage like after the entire enemy team is done doing stuff to you. This is a lot of extra damage for nothing. Like literally just having this guy in your team, that is gonna be beefing up your damage quite substantially. I don't know, I do like that passive actually. Now finally we do have the increased Void Ally HP. Only Void Allies. Interesting, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Anyways, it's 40%, which is of course the bigger one. At least the big one that I've seen so far, but honestly he's legendary champion, so of course that makes sense. Anyways, interesting kit so far. I mean, all the shield synergies, you're gonna be needing some, I don't know, a Wix wall definitely screams to me really damn good. I don't know if you could really like put this guy into a clan boss team and make him work through a lot of extra damage. There we go, damage boost equal to the value of the shield. It's like straight up going to be like every single value, like number on that shield. Let's say you got 30,000 shield, it's gonna be 30,000 extra damage. If that is the case, this could be a massive single target hit, like heavy hitter ability. You could potentially use this guy as a DPS in some sort of Wixwell setup. I don't know, I'm really thinking about it just because of the shield scaling. But then there's of course the PvP potential through just having a little bit of shielding, maybe some artifact sets which are going to be giving him some passive natural shielding, since he doesn't bring anything like that on his own kit, just to get benefit out of all these cannot be resisted, you know. The effect cannot be resisted once again. That's just simply for the provoke. The extra damage over here, of course, you would be needing that shield 100%. I think that's kind of like the must, what really makes it a must in this the whole setup of the champion. That double, or rather that scaling of the damage equal to the value of the shield. It's just screaming to me like it's nuts. But honestly, I do not know if the scaling is 1-to-1 or how it is. Let me think if I can find something in Hell Hades. I couldn't really find anything about the scalings. He does have a rating of 4 in Hell Hades, but honestly, this just came out as like all subjective opinions. Anyways, he also did bring all the full debuff cleanses, which I totally missed out again once I went over it at the first time and then completely missed it. Now, yes, it is just a decent champion, I guess, for like Arena in particular. He's quite solid altogether. I don't really see like the massive PvE potential. He does give it a good rating in Hydra. I guess Waves is just like full on clearing like Doom Tower and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Demon Lord, I guess we would probably have to see about that one, since he doesn't bring any decreased attack or decreased defense and stuff like that. Spider, I don't really know about this one yet either. I don't know. I guess. I mean, I guess the Spider synergy really comes here from him being able to become a tank for your team really easily, regardless of the affinity, through just the taunting, or rather the provokes, because the provoke cannot be resisted if he's got a shield on. And then, of course, he is going to be placing that onto all enemies for 1 turn if he actually kills somebody. Now, this is going to be on a 3-turn cooldown, so he's not going to be able to just be the tank forever, as that would only really be happening if your affinities are set right and the HP values and all that stuff. But anyways, I guess he does have some damage potential through the A2. I would definitely love to get this guy, of course. We will yet still need to be seeing what the calendar for this fusion event is going to be looking like and what kind of fusion event is it going to be. But I do think he's quite a solid champion altogether. I think he's going to be having quite some uses. If you've made it all the way up to the end of the video, I really encourage you to check out Aptoide. It's going to be allowing you to get yourself bonuses whenever buying anything in Raid Shadow Legends through Aptoide. Those bonuses can go from extra 10% of any amount of money you're spending in the game, all the way up to extra 35% of that much money. And the good thing about the bonuses is that you can then go ahead and use them to buy the things for you instead of actually using your real money. So you're just going to be able to save up in further purchases as you are buying things that you would otherwise be buying anyways in the game, right? You can find out how to set it up on your Android devices like a PC and BlueStacks emulator, or just your Android phone, very easily by following the link down there in the description. And if you go ahead and use my code, which is going to be somewhere up here in the screen, and input it into the Aptoide wallet, which again will be all explained about how to set it up down there in that link, then you're going to be able to get an even bigger bonus from the get-go, flat 5% bonus for literally ever. Just put it in there, and here in the wallet you will also be able to see your purchase history as well as how much bonus you currently have accumulated. So that's literally it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. See you.